Imagine if you could just close your eyes, remember back so many years in your life, and remember it so well that it's like you're there again. A lot of times I forget some of the most important instances in my life.
Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. Yahoo!
My name is Henry Shriber.
Paul Henry Shriber, but I go by Henry. H-E-N-R-Y. Henry. That's how I spell it.
I tell everyone that I go by Henry because my grandpa's name is Paul, his dad is named Paul, my dad's middle name is Paul, I have a cousin named Paul, so if anyone in my family says Paul, a ton of heads would turn, you know?
We lose sight of what it was to be like a kid and we form our own view of that, right? We think we remember what it was like. But in reality, I think that we were so much more innocent, right? And that's the reason you go through problems through like your adolescence, is because you start to realize that maybe the world is a harsher place than you initially thought, right?
This is me when I was little. I ride that kind of bike and I wear my super antique. Over here is antique stuff, awesome stuff. I dried up rod playing guitar, real bullets. My dad's piggy bank when he was little. My daddy is a pretty important worker. He works for computer websites like PBS Kids and stuff. In college, he drew comics, and he was really funny, and he's always making up funny stories.
Whatever he's done in life, he's given his 100% at it.
I'm going. Love you, okay? Be good for Dad.
So I would describe my mom as compassionate.
My mom can be really nice because she likes to bake cookies and
She's just been tired all her life because she worked so hard for us. My brother Graham, I would describe him as curious because when I was his age, I kind of shut doors on all these different things, was against stuff. But he's usually very curious and open to everything. My youngest brother, Owen, I would describe as tender, I guess, because he seems to be still this like little kid who doesn't realize stuff that's wrong in the world. And we all used to be like that, you know?
my older brother Will, he has a lot of computer programs he works with, like iMovie and Adobe production.
No. I'm here for you, Garrison.
You're a monster.
Don't! No! No! That's for
What do you want to do when you grow up?
Well, I haven't figured that out yet, but I want to help my brother when they make movies. I was thinking on the lines of being a movie maker. I like writing stories.
I want to be a filmmaker.
You still doing it?
Yeah, still doing it, baby.
I lived in Issaquah till I was 6. I moved to Sammamish. I really haven't been out in the real world before on my own. I'm always like, oh, maybe I should like work for Disney Animation. But no, that's in California. I don't really want to live there. I guess I am kind of afraid a lot.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
I wish that I can be the fastest boy ever. Faster than a train, faster than the speed of bullets on a train.
So what makes you angry?
Feeling like people are better than me, I guess. Like somebody else is on top of me.
Henry, do you remember at Prodigy Camp when I gave you criticism on your film?
Yeah.
Do you remember your reaction?
I actually got really emotional about it. I think because it wasn't good enough. I don't know why it really mattered to me that much. And I felt like I had let everybody down somehow because, you know, it was the final climactic thing of the camp, but I actually appreciated it because I thought some people, you know, in life, they never get criticism and they're always gonna have it easy. And it's not until somebody comes on you, I wouldn't say you came on to me like a pile of bricks, but like, I appreciate that you weren't soft on me, you know? You weren't like, because I like Henry, I'm not gonna, you know, say anything wrong with the film. No, you were honest, and I went home, and I've really come to peace with that, you know. My friend told me about my Skyline High School doing a film festival, actually, and this got me crazy, and so I've actually got off my bum, and I really didn't want to be the guy who didn't make any films until next project camp. But I've gone on my bum, I'm shooting my film, I shot half of it, I'm editing it, and I just know I really have to do this.
Are you in love?
No.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah. We had one play date together, and we were like so in love in kindergarten. But then like I totally was like, oh, okay, this is over. So now like when she goes to my school, and I'm always like staying away from her, ignoring her all day.
Why?
I'm just embarrassed.
When you grow up, do you want to get married?
Yes.
Do you want to have a family?
Yes.
Kids?
Yes.
Do you want to talk to your kids?
Okay. Yeah, what would I say?
Well, this will be weird.
This is like a cool like time capsule thing. I don't know what I'd name you guys, but like just shout out your names to the screen, okay? And I'm gonna guess what your names are, okay? Is my second child named Paul after all the generations? Do I have all boys or a girl? There's a lot of boys in the Shriber gene, so are you guys all boys? How many kids do I have? Do I have a lot or a little? This is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction. We live in California because I'm a storyboard artist. Okay, that's what I'm guessing.
What's your wife like?
How would I know?
How do you know any of this stuff?
I don't know what she'd be. Well, hi anyway. Well, when it comes to am I in love, it's so confusing because I can't really make a decision yet. Because I know so many girls and maybe I just like them for like temporarily. I didn't want you thinking like I was weird or something because like I thought a lot about girls last year or something because you know I'm a teenager and stuff.
I actually talked to the girl because apparently we both liked each other. This one stupid friend of ours kind of said in front of everybody. Yeah, and they said, hey, you guys got to figure it out. You both like each other. And so we told each other, oh, we couldn't date and stuff, but I honestly kind of wanted to. And now we're just like really good friends, but it's honestly kind of a joke. Well, I don't know.
Want to capture a girl's heart?
Yeah, sure. I kind of want to make it look that way. Try to just like get him excited. I don't know.
I just didn't really think like anybody really cared about me, right? And I just kind of find out randomly this girl likes me. And it blows my mind, honestly, because it just changes my perspective on things. I think I've never paid attention to her, and all of a sudden, and she starts texting me. And from that, I start texting her. And I mean, it's kind of become an odyssey almost now because we share the same religion and faiths, and I guess I don't feel really alone. And to know somebody else cares about me, I don't know. I just think I've had a hard time here at camp because I feel like I'm not doing the right thing. I just don't know what I'm contributing. I just want to make it worth it that I'm here. I don't know if I'm a good enough filmmaker. I don't know. If I wasn't here attending the camp, how different things would be, but I don't know, I'm just really excited to edit the movie. See if it goes places.
So just so it's official, why are we doing it this way, Henry?
Right now we have COVID-19. We're gonna look back at it as a pretty crazy time. So in Washington State, we've stopped going to school, and a lot of public stuff is shut down. We've been quarantined for about a month now, and about 60 people have died from this virus. No vaccine yet. We're just trying to flatten the curve, so not as many people are going to the hospital and they can handle enough. You know that thing in your book, or when you said how you become a man is when you treat success and failure the same. I've started to do that. I'm more ready to fail, and I'm more ready to accept that, whereas in 8th grade, I was only working hard for success, right? It's when you accept that maybe I'm flawed and maybe I don't have it all right. And I think that's what I've become now. I accept that a lot more.
One of our family friends, they had a son Will's age and he died. He overdosed on this one pill. I forgot what the name was, but he thought it was one thing and he actually accidentally took it. And so I just went to the funeral on Saturday, actually. Yeah, and my brother Will was in Zimbabwe when this all happened, humanitarian trip. And we had to reschedule the flight and everything so he'd come in time. I feel so bad for my mom because she also has to travel out of town. She went to Utah because her cousin committed suicide. I don't know how he did it. I didn't ask, but it sucks. I think in a way, I am the same person I've always been deep down, no matter what happens to me, and I do have that core of myself. And the simplest thing that I realized last summer is that I am the only Henry Shriber they will ever be. And I'm realizing that again, and I feel that again. And every moment, every wrong turn, that all shapes me for who I am, the unique person that I am. You know, the thing I knew that I was gonna talk about was my ex-girlfriend. And what happened. I was in the play with her when she broke up with me. But then I had my film premiere at the theater on December 1st, which was great. And then I carried on into finals, just a complete shell of myself for weeks on end. Even in the moment that she told me that she was sorry and that she felt bad because she had been avoiding me, I even was like, no, it's okay and everything. I put myself under that level because I cared so much. I cared. And she's like, why are you doing this for me? Which is weird, and I realized that too. Because I wanted that so badly, and for that to stick around, I don't have this emphasis on being in a relationship anymore. And so I think that's with any shortcoming or any struggle, there's always a way to find something out of it.
Because you care, because you're sensitive, because you are who you are, you're gonna open yourself up to a lifetime of pain. And it's gonna hurt. But it's beautiful. There's worse things than pain.
Okay, I'm going to eat this. I'm not sure about it. Yummy.
So now what do you want to do when you grow up?
It's an interesting question, because I am grown up and I am a filmmaker. I got into Chapman, which is cool, but the truth is that I have little expectation. There were these benchmarks for success for me, that if I had done this in high school, got into NIFTY, I got into All-American High School, I got into Seattle International, I got into Sin Youth, I got into Chapman, all these things you can list off, right? But once you reach that point, you're like, okay, well, where do we go from here? And where you go from there is you go to the person staring back at you in the mirror, and you realize, okay, what needs work is this right here. I've had a lot of instances in my life where it's been an all-out sprint for the goal, and I don't need it to be that way. So right now I'm in a moment where it's really time for me to enjoy it.
Every year I ask you to describe each member of your family in one word. Now I want you to describe yourself.
I would say I'm
Creative.
I would say I'm bold.
I would say maybe ambitious.
I'd say I'm brave.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like I've always been the person who chooses to take the left turn instead of the right one. That's been so much of what has happened in my life, is me choosing to do maybe the harder thing that will have rewards in different ways that you wouldn't expect, you know?
Have you always done it for that reason? Or do you even know why you've done it?
I've done it because it's the right thing to do. I never thought I'd be sitting here. I never thought I'd be sitting here completing 13 years. There's something that feels so good about being so sad about it.
Yes.
There's something I love about the catharsis because it's the bittersweet symphony. It's gonna be amazing to leave the nest and spread my wings and go out into the world. But I'm gonna be sad if I'm not gonna see the same friends anymore and everything's gonna feel like it changed. And there's some things I can always rely on and fall back on, and it's what I have in this moment. And it's when I go to Leavenworth and I'm with the people that I most care about, in tune with what I most care about. And so I'll never forget that.
Let me ask you this. If we were making a movie of Henry's life, which we are, what would your arc be?
Something to the effect of Peter Pan. You're in this Neverland about the world is really simple and black and white and whatever. And then just as a teenager, just at 15 years old, it all falls away. It's really confusing, man.
What are you most grateful for?
Well, I'm lucky that I get to do this 5,000 Days project. I'm most grateful for the greatest thing on earth. I'm grateful for my whole family.
I'm grateful for having challenges. Challenges, you know, they can seem terrible. And I have challenges, and I don't know the future.
Sometimes it is fun to analyze and everything, but then sometimes you just gotta live. And in a lot of cases, I just gotta live and I gotta face the unknown.
With these challenges, I'm grateful. I heard just last night, it's all gonna work out in the end, and if it doesn't, it's not the end, you know? Challenges, bring them on.
I've so enjoyed speaking to you. Thanks for coming in. This is great.
Me too.
Good, yeah, that's cool.
I told you I was a talker.